You might think you know all about flirting, but trust me, the game changes a bit as we age. We will explore some unique flirting styles and signs that older women use to show interest. This isn't just for the guys out there trying to understand their admirers. It's for anyone curious about the subtle yet intriguing ways mature women express their interest. So, whether you're looking to decode signals from someone special or just broadening your understanding, stick around. You're in for some eye-opening insights. 1. Subtle signs. All right, let's dive into the heart of our topic. Now, when it comes to showing interest, older women have their unique ways, and it's not always what you might expect. These amazing ladies blend bold and subtle signs to catch your attention. First up, let's talk about body language. It's like a secret code in the flirting world. An older woman might give you a long, intense look that says a lot without words. But it's not just about these obvious moves. The subtleties are where it gets interesting. A casual smile, a light touch on her own hair or neck, or that playful bite on her lip. These are all classic signals. And if she's leaning in your direction or pointing her feet towards you, that's body language for, hey, I'm interested. So next time you're chatting with an older woman, pay attention to these cues. They might just be her way of saying she's into the conversation, and maybe into you too. 2. Eye contact. Let's zone in on a major flirting weapon in an older woman's arsenal. You know how they say, eyes are the windows to the soul? Well, in the world of flirting, they're also like big neon signs saying, hey, I like you. When an older woman maintains prolonged eye contact, it's not just a casual glance. We're talking about a deep, meaningful look that seems to explore right into your world. It's intense, it's deliberate, and it screams interest. If she's locking eyes with you more than usual, take that as a big hint. She's not just looking, she's seeing you, and that's a big deal. 3. Physical contact. Moving on to physical contact, this one's huge. It's not always about grand gestures. Sometimes it's the subtle touches that tell you everything. Imagine she's fixing your tie, brushing off some lint off your jacket, or giving you a light, accidental touch. These are not random acts of kindness, folks. They're calculated moves in the flirting dance. Remember, these touches aren't about invading your space. They're about creating a connection, a sort of electric charge that says, I'm here and I'm interested. So next time, don't brush these signals off as mere accidents. They might be the key to understanding her interest. 4. Facial expressions. Facial expressions is a key chapter in the book of flirting, especially when it comes to older women. Facial expressions are like the unsung heroes of nonverbal communication, often saying more than words ever could. Let's talk about smiles first. We're not just referring to any smile, but that special kind that reaches her eyes. The kind that says, I'm genuinely happy to be here with you. It's a smile that's more than just being polite. It's warm, inviting, and definitely a green flag in flirting. Next up, laughter. Now, this isn't about the polite giggle you get when you crack a so-so joke. We're talking about that real, heartfelt laughter. When an older woman genuinely laughs at your jokes, it's not just courtesy, it's connection. It's her way of saying, I'm really enjoying your company. And don't forget those subtle signals like a playful bite of the lip or a curious head tilt while listening to you. These little gestures are her ways of showing interest, often without even realizing it. 5. Body language. Let's jump into a super interesting part of our discussion. When it comes to older women flirting, their body language can tell a story even when words are left unspoken. First, let's talk about hair. If you see her playing with her hair while talking to you, that's not just a casual move. It's a classic flirting gesture. She might twirl it, flip it, or casually brush it aside, drawing your attention subtly yet effectively. Here's a pro tip. Watch her feet. Yeah, you heard that right. Feet. If they're pointed towards you, that's a subconscious sign she's interested. It's like her body is saying, you've got my attention. Lastly, notice how she leans in while talking to you, or how she positions herself in your company. Leaning in is a sign of interest, of wanting to be closer. If she's directing her body towards you, that's her nonverbal way of saying, I'm engaged in this conversation. 6. Verbal and nonverbal communication. When older women flirt, the way they talk and what they say or don't say can be just as revealing as a physical gesture. First up, conversation. It's not just about what's being said, but how it's said. Older women might use a playful tone, maybe teasing you a bit or sharing a joke. This isn't just chit-chat. It's her way of creating a fun, intimate vibe between you two. Compliments are another big one. If she's pointing out something she admires about you, whether it's your smile, style, or sense of humor, take note. It's her way of saying she appreciates and notices you. Then there's teasing. It's a classic flirting move, but with older women, it's more refined. It's about light, playful banter, not over the top or juvenile. It's her way of engaging with you on a more personal level. And don't forget to listen. Really listen. The tone of her voice, the topic she chooses, even the way she laughs during small talk, all these can signal interest. 7. Understanding subtle signals. When it comes to older women, not all flirting is as clear as a bright neon sign. Sometimes it's more like a gentle glow, easy to miss if you're not paying attention. Polite flirting, for instance, can be a real head-scratcher. It's subtle, gentle, and can often seem just like being nice. She might be giving you a warm smile, engaging in light conversation, or offering a kind word, all things that could easily be mistaken for just good manners. Then there's playful flirting. This is where she might be a bit more cheeky, maybe teasing you a little, or sharing a private joke. It's a step up from polite flirting, but still on the subtle side. Here's the key: look for a combination of signals. One smile or a single compliment might not mean much on its own. But if you notice she's consistently seeking you out for conversation, laughing at your jokes more than others, or finding reasons to be near you, then you might be onto something. Remember, flirting, especially the subtle kind, is often about the cumulative effect of small gestures. 8. What older women seek in flirting. Understanding what older women seek with their flirting, this can be a game changer in how you respond to their advances. Older women, with their rich experiences and self-assurance, look for certain things in their interactions that might be different from younger counterparts. First off, security is a big one. They value stability and consistency in their interactions. This doesn't mean they're after a bodyguard, it's more about emotional security. They want to know you're reliable, that you're someone they can trust and open up to. Respect is another key aspect. These women have seen a lot, and they deserve your utmost respect in your words, actions, and attitudes. This means valuing their opinions, listening to their stories, and treating them as equals. A sense of connection is crucial too. It's not just about surface-level charm or witty banter. They're looking for a genuine connection, something that goes beyond the physical or the superficial. So how do you strike that balance between showing interest and being genuine? It's simple. Just be yourself, but be your best self. Show that you're interested in who they are, not just in flirting. Be attentive, be kind, and most importantly, be real. That's what resonates with older women. Authenticity combined with genuine interest. 9. The subtlety of conversation. Flirting isn't always about bold gestures or overt signals. Sometimes it's all in the conversation, in those little nuances and hints that fly under the radar. Older women are masters of using conversation as a subtle flirting tool. They might drop a hint here and there, or make an indirect reference to something they're interested in. It's like a gentle nudge, a way of saying, "Hey, I want to share this with you. Are you paying attention?" These women often steer conversations towards topics of mutual interest. It's their way of finding common ground, of building a connection that goes beyond surface-level chat. They might share personal anecdotes or ask about your experiences, creating a shared space of understanding and interest. This is where active listening becomes crucial. It's not just about hearing the words, it's about tuning in to the message behind them. When an older woman is interested, she's inviting you into a conversation that's more than just talk. It's a subtle dance of words and emotions. So when you're engaged in conversation with an older woman, listen closely. Those nuanced exchanges might just be where the real signs of interest are quietly revealed. It's all about reading between the lines and responding in kind. 10. Sophisticated flirting techniques. Now let's talk about conversation. Sophisticated flirting isn't about flashy comments or over-the-top gestures. It's about articulate speech, well-timed compliments, and sharing insights on topics of mutual interest. An older woman might make a knowledgeable comment about a book you're reading or share her perspective on a recent art exhibit. This sophistication often extends to invitations. Think along the lines of a gallery opening, a jazz night, or a wine tasting event. These aren't just casual hangouts. They're subtle, cultured ways of flirting. Flirting with an older woman is like an elegant dance. It's where grace and poise are just as important as the words spoken. It's a refined art.